Hi there, Kira here with a scrapbook layout process video for Spiegel Mom Scraps. So I started with kind of this idea of where to cluster everything, but I'm going to add some sequins here. So I decided to kind of do, I don't know, it's hand stitching, but like I'm not really like stitching a whole lot. I'm just going to poke like 16 holes on each side, and I'm going to have them look kind of messy because the more perfect that they would have, that I try to make them, they would have ended up not so perfect. So I just wanted to make them like kind of as messy as kind of possible over on the side. So I poked my holes, and then I'm basically going to take some embroidery thread. And I'm just going to take some white embroidery thread, and I'm going to string some sequins across the page. So I've got my thread, and I'm just going to go in one hole and add some sequins. I'm using Rockabye Baby Girl and these wood grain ones. And I just kind of randomly picked which sequins would go on which string. There was really no like real thought process about it. But I thought that these colors worked really well with the collection I'm using, which is the new Maggie Holmes Flourish collection. So I'm just going to take some time and string some sequins on each of the threads, but I'm not going to make you watch that entire process because it does take a little bit of time. Not too long, but you know, not something you want to sit here and watch. So yeah, I just kind of strung them along like that, kind of spaced them out how I thought it would look good. Figured out where my photo was going to go and kind of how many sequins I could stick on the other side. So I typically did about 2 or 3 sequins on the right hand side, and then about 3 to 5 sequins on the left-hand side. And just, again, picked randomly. The Rockabye Baby Girl sequins have, like, pinks and, like, these gold stars and this, like, kind of brownish neutral kind of color. Maybe it's, like, a copperish color. So I thought they all looked really nice together. And I'm just going to do this, like 16 more times. So string it up through, put the sequins on. I don't spread them all out until the very end though, because I just felt like it would make more sense to kind of see where all the sequins are going to end up and then kind of space them out accordingly afterwards. So yeah, I was like, oh wait, I need to put more sequins on here. Put a couple more sequins, and then I will go through that hole there. And again, there was no rhyme or reason to where I strung the string. Like I just kind of picked a hole that I thought looked good and went from there. So yeah, that's kind of what it's going to look like once we get them all on there. And I'll space them out, where my photo is, and kind of, I don't know, make sure it looks good, I guess. So there you have the finished product, and none of them are spaced out. So now I'm going to take a little bit of time and kind of space them out to where I feel like they look good. I felt like I maybe had put too many on the right-hand side. I probably could have done a little bit less on the right-hand side. Or if I was going to put as many as I did on the right-hand side, I should have put my photo in the middle, but I didn't really want it in the middle. I wanted it towards the right. So yeah, now I've got them all spaced out, and I think that looks good. So I'm going to put my photo down. I put some foam on my photo, or on the back of my photo. And I'd originally just done like my HGG tape and like stuck it down, but like that wasn't working. So I needed some like wet glue here. So I just like poured a bunch on there, like over the strings, and then placed my photo down. And then I'm going to place something on top of my photo to kind of keep it in place while I embellish. So I pretty much knew exactly how I wanted to embellish since I did that before I started filming. So I fussy cut these florals from one of the 6x8 papers in the collection. The little tag that you see is actually from my Citrus Twist kit. But the hello sticker is from the Flourish sticker pack, along with that sunshine. So it says hello sunshine. And then all the other pieces that I'm using are pretty much all from the Flourish collection. Sorry if you can hear my kids. They're like wrestling or, I don't know, using the couch as a slide right now. Who knows what they're doing? I have 2 toddler boys, if you're unaware, and they are just wild, crazy boys, and basically want to just wrestle and run and play and go a mile a minute all the time. So yeah, it's really hard to record voiceovers with them because they're always playing and wrestling. So now I am placing my pieces of ephemera. If you haven't seen the ephemera from this collection, it's gorgeous, but it's gigantic. Like, this deer is so big. It's at least like 3 inches tall. So yeah, I used the deer since the pictures like of my boys like running around outside. So I thought it kind of worked. I used another one of the fussy cut florals and layered up some tags down here. And these are also from the ephemera pack.
Mama.
Hey, bud.
Hey, Mama.
Can you be quiet?
Be.
Thank you. So I bumped the deer up on some foam. So it was the same height as my photo. And then I'm also going to bump the squirrel. I'm going to bump him up on some foam as well, and kind of layer him down by the little deer. So yeah, they're like friends, I guess. And I have another tag that I'm going to use, and I'm going to do my date on that tag, or label, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And what else do I do here? Oh, I pull out the stickers from the collection. So there's like some tiny word stickers, like phrase stickers in the Flourish collection. And I thought because there's like more black in the photo. So I felt like I needed more black on the page. So I just grabbed a couple of the black tiny word phrase stickers and adhered those, like kind of placed them along the same line as all of the embellishments here. And then once I get some of those down, I'll do, I think I do 2 up top and 1 on the bottom. I'm going to add some black splatters along that same line of embellishments as well, just to add a little bit more black. And then I am going to add some sequins from the same Rockabye Baby Girl collection, or sequin mix. I'm going to add some of those kind of along the same line, so they kind of look like little paint splatters as well. So there'll be a couple of the pink ones, and then there's these tiny little star confetti ones, and I use a few of those as well. And then once I'm done with that, then I will call my page done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll have some close-ups at the end. And I will see you guys soon with another scrapbook layout process video. Thanks for watching. Bye.